Okay, we join Ronald again. We're back with Ronald G. Gulick.
What's up?
Ronald, just Boomer. First of all, two things. Want to draw your attention to the fact that Boomer was the only person that didn't actually answer the question about his underpants. And then in the break, he said, "Wait a minute. So you actually are supposed to wear something under your pants?" And then, second of all, he wanted you to know that cat scratch fever was just for you.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh well, I know that song has a whole new meaning.
So, yeah, bingo.
and the one question that was in my head, like when you're and your wife right now, she's excited that you're wearing skinny jeans and CrossFit, but how does it work out when you go? But I've got jock itch.
Yeah, probably kind of kills the vibe.
I don't tell her.
Yeah, just don't mention that. Okay. All right. Wow. So we've got about 7 minutes, Ronald.
You think Dr. Lane can fix my jock itch?
I doubt David's gonna be. I doubt David's in that business. He's not in that business. No. That's an itch he won't scratch.
Do you remember Dan Robinson?
Yes.
Zach?
Yes, absolutely.
Oh my gosh. That guy was the best chiropractor in the world. And let me tell you why, not to take anything away from your guy, but because he's up here, but he sold chiropractic services like none other. Like, he was the best sales guy when it came to like chiropractic services. He would say that it would fix anything. So I guarantee you, if I asked Dan Robinson that, he'd be like, "Oh yeah, I could fix that. I could just crack it and adjust you a little bit. It'll take care of that.
Darla would be
It'll
angry.
kill that fungus."
Yeah. Okay. So you have about 7 minutes, 6 minutes now. You have a political topic you want to bring to the table so that we can discuss it.
All right, it's not exactly a topic as much as go to a website called politicalcompass.org.
Okay, I'm going there now.
It's a test that tells you where you fall on the political spectrum, and it's not really a political topic; it's more of a confession to you guys. And after taking this test, I might have to change parties.
Oh no!
I might have to go over to the left party and tell AOC to back off because I'm about to come in. But it says after I took this test, it says that I fall on the left side of the line, and I'm authoritarian, which both of those things, authoritarian just in and of itself, I'm like, yeah, there's no chance. I mean, I don't disrespect authority, but I'll live my own life. Thank you very much. And it said that I was left. So I kind of wanted you guys to open this thing up, maybe read the first couple of questions, because I think, to me, like anything, I think the test is flawed. And I think that was the whole case as far as just starting the test. So when you get there, take that test, and any one of your listeners can do this, right? So if you take that test and it tells you where everybody, but you read some of the questions and I just think the questions are flawed. Like the way that I read them, I'm just like, I don't even know that I agree with how they're worded.
Do you have to type in www first?
Okay.
You have to type in http://
Okay.
hashtag.
Here's a couple other questions. And Connor keeps reaching for his mic like he's got something very, very adamant to add.
I've actually been reading.
Yeah, you don't vote, Connor. Hush. Freaking 16-year-olds.
I'm very familiar with the political compass. Definitely a flawed test, but I've actually had this idea for a while. I thought it'd be cool if we would do a whole show and just go through this test and talk through a lot of the questions.
Okay, so let's give a couple. We'll give a couple little teasers, and then maybe what we'll do is we'll bring Ronald back as a proctor, and he can proctor this test for the show. That could be fun.
I like proctor.
He's a proctorologist.
Okay.
Oh yeah,
Dad jokes on dad jokes. If economic globalization is inevitable, it should primarily serve humanity rather than the interest of transnational corporations. Well, but the basic premise here is that globalization is inevitable. So
well, it's not only that globalization is inevitable, it's like, should it serve humanity rather than the interest of transnational corporations? And to me, I'm like, is that different? Like humanity and transnat, like we live in a corporate world. I mean,
That's
corporations are.
Does that mean like a company that was owned by a man, but now he's a female?
Yeah, that's exactly what that means. Yeah.
Trans.
I mean, I didn't, Boomer, I didn't even think about that, but now you even just blew my mind with like a whole other rabbit hole to go down.
So no one chooses their country of birth, so it's foolish to be proud of it. And just to be clear, the answer options are strongly disagree, agree, or strongly agree. Oh, wow. Our race has many superior qualities compared to other races.
So okay, so this is one of the questions that stumped me, and I'm serious. Like, and people might. This might sound racist. People might come across and say, "Hey, Ronald, that Ronald guy's racist. You shouldn't have him on your
That's
show."
okay. I get that 3 times a day.
But it says our race has many superior qualities compared to other races, and I'm like, well, it does and it doesn't. Like every race has superior qualities based on, just based on evolution, where you grew up, how you grew up, and all that stuff.
But that's not race, though. There's only one race. There's a human race, right? So ethnicity.
But you know what they mean here.
Right, but ethnicity,
ethnicity.
For instance, I think what you're trying to say, and I want to clarify this to keep you out of the hot seat, but what you're saying is, for instance, sub-Saharan climate, that particular ethnicity that lives there, they have a very strong advantage over us pasty white folks, because if we go into a sub-Saharan environment, God did not give us the amount of melanin necessary to live a comfortable life there. We're going to have skin cancer within a matter of years because our skin is just not built for that. God was supremely, he was omnipotent in how he gave people the what they needed to survive their certain areas, their certain geographical regions.
No, absolutely. But there's no question that evolution exists from a standpoint of your body. I mean, our bodies, our DNA change over time, right? I mean, depending on where we grow up and depending on where we, all those things. I mean, our athletic abilities are not the same, all the time. I mean, there's different there's different things that I think are well proven that there's, different ethnicities and where you grew up kind of makes a difference. And that's the same with men and women. But we're trying, and I think that's part of my question is, at least in this one, we're trying to all be the same and we're just not. Why can't we embrace our differences rather than, I know that's an age-old question, but why can't we just embrace our differences and say, yeah, you're better at this than me?
Yeah, you're right. And here's a couple more questions that are just loaded questions. Land shouldn't be a commodity to be bought and sold. The freer the market, the freer the people. Here's one that I'm trying to wrap my mind around. Maybe we could dissect this one. From each according to his ability to each according to his need is fundamentally a good idea. What does that even mean?
I don't even freaking know. That one got me. I was like, where's the I don't know? Where's the I'm not smart enough to answer this question button?
Where's the yes, no 100?
From each according to his ability, everybody gives what they are able, and everybody receives what they need.
Who's letting the 16-year-old talk?
It's the smartest guy in the room.
I mean, it's a basic in principle.
Oh, it's basic. Now he's freaking insulting me.
Look, old guys, I got this. My 16 years.
Hey, listen here, folks.
Way better than y'all's.
Hey, listen here. It's what this right here means. It's basic.
Well, this test was done by people that's Connor's age.
No question about that. The only social responsibility, responsibility of a company should be deliver profit to its shareholders. Yeah. The rich are too highly taxed.
That's a loaded question too. It's just. Anyways, I think I overthink tests like this.
No question. You overthink everything in your life.
I know. It led me to a final question that I can throw out. How many minutes we got left?
1.
Okay, so this could be something that you guys talk about later. I've often thought, here's the question. If money was not an object, would we all be Democrats?
Say that again?
If money was not an object, would we all be Democrats? Minus a few key topics like abortion. Let's throw abortion out the window for a second. But free healthcare, or not free healthcare. Obviously, it's not free, but universal healthcare. If universal healthcare was good, I'd be all for it. It's the money aspect, and I have no clue how they're going to pay for it, and I don't want to pay for. If it was all free, I'd be all for it.
Sure.
I feel like if I took this test, I would come out like the Cracker Barrel peg game, and I would be the ignoramus.
It's just like. What, it'd put you multiple pegs over there? It'd be like, what the heck?
You're really smart. You're really dumb. You're an ignoramus. That's what it would say for me.
Oh, my goodness. I'm surrounded.
That's
by
my
it.
biggest thing that COVID's broke my heart with, the fact that you can't play the peg game at Cracker
I
Barrel
know
right
it.
now.
I know it. That's a terrible thing. Ronald, as always, sir, it's been a great
Thanks,
pleasure.
guys.
Hey, scratch that itch, buddy. Let's go to a break. When we come back, we've got one more segment. Maybe we'll break that down. If money wasn't an issue, would we all be Democrats? Will Hampson, you need to be thinking about that as our political genius. That's going to be a question I'm going to need you to help me with. You're listening to Hometown Heartbeat, Boomer and the Beard. We'll be right back.